That is, we live?
Yeah, it looks like we are live.
Are we
So how's that
live?
A7III you've got back there, Jason? How's that going?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's very nice. Oh,
Still waiting for his copy to arrive, apparently.
that
April 10th.
B&H ad playing on my video. There we
April
go.
10th. April 10th feels like a long ways from now.
Be here
Sort of feels like.
sooner. I'll be here soon.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I'm not as anxious for it as I was for the A7R III, but I'm
I,
still pretty excited.
I'm excited, but yeah, the Steam that it had initially is just I'm just kind of done, man. Time to move on to a new camera system. You heard it here first.
Uh-oh. Going on to that Fuji X-H1.
Ooh. I think I should rent it out. I need to rent out a Fuji camera just at least once to give it a chance. Just so that I at least understand the system a little bit better. So maybe in the summer I'll rent out a Fuji camera.
Nice.
We'll see.
Play
Start
with
renting
it. Let
it.
us know.
Rent out just a bunch of different camera systems.
Nice. Oh, I forgot to intro this video. If you're watching this after the fact, check the description box below and the comments for the show notes, time codes to all the topics that we'll be talking about today. Almost
there you go.
There you go. All right, guys, what's going on, guys? Let's do some roll call right now. Ignacio Fernandez, what is up? Jai is here. Photo Meix is pre-funk squad. Yeah. Someone, Victor Collin, coming in with a bunch of potatoes.
Oh, shoot. Dang, he's calling.
10 potatoes today. 10 out of 10 potatoes.
That's a lot of French fries you can make with 10 potatoes, man.
You actually, your stream is looking really good, Danny. Better,
oh, really?
Better than. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Yes, it's fine now. Kind of going in and out.
Yeah, let us know in the stream if my end looks like a potato at this point. Maybe my internet's just like getting a little more bandwidth than normal, but I doubt it.
Nice.
Shoot.
Dave Sincere is in the house. What's going on? Talk Hot is here. Says he's in. Hoop Codes 2K. Yo, just read the DxO article. Good, because I need your help. I didn't really read it. Garma Family Experience. Jason, how's the Razer Blade laptop? It is great. This morning, Premiere crashed, and I lost like 30 minutes of work, and we know how much you can get done in 30 minutes.
Whoa. Photo Miyake saying he's public enemy #1 according to the drone community. I know how that feels, Photo Miyake.
Oh, it's because you... it's because of the Mavic Air incident. Oh, boy. JPH Creative reporting in from Toronto. Going on. Mike Smith is here. Mike, I was actually going to message you. I forgot. I'm going to message you later.
Oh.
Let's see here. Johnny De La Vega is in the house. Daniel Schiffer, what is up, man? Darktron69. Jason is back. David Osler has live right now, too. Oh, shoot. David, we go live at 7 p.m. every Monday. There's no excuse. This time slot is reserved.
It was going to happen. It was going to happen at some point, Jason. It's going to happen.
It's okay.
Dave Sincere. Dave Sincere says Danny finally upgraded his net zero account.
Dude, Danny's on that DSL connection.
I love these roasts, man. It's awesome.
what was it? Was it Singular DSL? Was it, or is it Pacific Bell DSL?
Oh God, what is that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you don't even know what that is anymore? Jeez.
I just had net. I had like net zero, and then AT&T DSL. That's what I have here.
Yeah. AT&T was crap in my area for like the longest time. Like we had DSL, but we were like kind of on the edge of the coverage where we're getting like weak signals, and they were like, and we couldn't even upgrade because of how far we were away from the tower. So we were so fed up with it. We got Charter cable instead. So we've been using Charter cable for like years now, and it's just been so much better.
Nice.
Yeah. Boris is back. What's going on, Boris?
What's up, man?
Felipe from Ecuador. Ryan Tong from the Bay Area. What's going on? Pete Wong from Hong Kong.
Whatever.
That sounded so racist, but that's
How did that? What was that? It sounded cool. It like rhymed, man. That's awesome.
yeah, right. Kind of racist at the same time. Rodell says, my hot shoe was falling off my A9 last weekend after the wedding. I had to ship it back today. Recall. Oh no, Rodell.
Painful.
Oh no.
Hopefully they send you another unit like real quick though. Let us know what they're deciding to do. I'd love to know how they're gonna help you out in that.
Turnaround time for me to fix one of my cameras was like 4 days. So hopefully yours wouldn't take that long.
4 days for Jason Vong. It's gonna take us 2 weeks, Rodell. I am so sorry.
Oh, whoa. 4 days. Maybe a week. I don't remember. Trip couple. Hey man, what's going on? What's the new Sony a7III rumor?
This year, I think that's the only thing we can. Did we say Photokina or NAB?
We're guessing Photokina.
Yeah, Photokina.
Not NAB. I really don't think it's gonna happen in NAB.
Yeah, I still think maybe it's a different Sony camera, but not the A7S3.
JPH creative Pete Wong from Hong Kong. J Vong.
You're getting quoted too, man.
Oh no. The ongs are everywhere. Rodell Photo says, I have 2 weddings this weekend. LOL. Can you get like a can you request a loaner? Like request an A9 loaner from Sony Pro Support so you'll be able to use it for this weekend? I think
let us know.
That's the next safe bet.
Yeah, I always am interested to see how they're helping the photographers and the videographers for that stuff.
Yeah. JPH Creative says, I'm Asian too. That's good. That makes it not racist at all. The Garma family experience. Would you recommend that laptop over Danny's Alienware? I don't know. And Danny's Alienware is actually pretty beast. Yeah. But in terms of like comparison, I don't know which one's better.
Form factor, I like the Razer more. But in terms of just upgradability, I like the Alienware.
Cool.
I didn't realize it, but Riddell, when he said, was it Dave Sincere saying Riddell's doing 2 weddings over the weekend, so he's doing a Saturday and a Sunday?
Oh, back to back. Oh, I've only ever done 3 weddings back to back once, and I'm
okay. All right.
And I'm just like, not again, never again.
Oh, dude, that's like a marathon right there. Shoot.
Oh, it's tough. It's just like you're there for so many hours, and then wake up the next morning. Not only that, you have to clear your cards, back up the footage, and it's just like, yeah, it's a mess. It's a pain. So better have a crap ton of cards if you're doing back-to-back weddings. Back-to-back weddings. Rodell says the shipping address was at Connecticut. So I think they're sending it to Precision Camera. I guess I remember them being out somewhere yonder, Southern California. So yeah. Dave Sincere says, I'm waiting for HP Spectre 360 with Radeon Vega to come out. It's a 2-in-1, should be coming out this month.
I'm hearing a lot of good things with the Intel processor, with the Radeon Vega graphics combination, especially with battery life and performance. I just hope, I don't know, for those of us that are using like Premiere, I really do hope like that Premiere works really well with that combo. But I've been hearing a lot of good things, so hopefully it will work out. PhotoMX asking, what happened to your rooms? Looking empty back there. There just isn't much back there, man.
I got
my Pelican case back there, I guess, and that desk back there that I don't even use anymore because I've been lazy. Anyway, Michael Muse shows in the house.
Callum Baxter, do you know when the A7III is out to buy in the UK? I assume it's already out for you guys.
I guess it's just sold out. Just gotta find it.
Yeah. So in any event, if it's sold out, you're probably going to be waiting 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks after the initial batch before the second batch of cameras come. And that's how it worked in the US. So yeah, like we said, man, you want the camera, you have to pre-order it day one.
A1. Carlos Timothy's asking, are you guys going to discuss the A7III overheating video? Danny's off in the comments.
That is taboo on this channel. We don't talk about that stuff.
Maybe I'll do a video on my channel. We'll see. I don't know.
Now we can talk. We can talk a little bit about it.
Maybe in the QA stuff.
Maybe in the QA, we'll talk a little bit about it. It wasn't planned.
Yeah, it wasn't planned.
Let's see here. D says at least it won't overheat in the UK. Is it that cold in the UK? Is it snowing in the UK?
Let's see here. The Garma family experience. What's your guys' workflow after you shoot an event? I go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Backup footage. Go to sleep, and then let it sit there for weeks before I start editing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like be a lot quicker with my wedding edits. I'm trying to like edit the day after, at least like cutting together multi angles of ceremony, reception, just all that boring stuff out, just so the following week I can start concentrating on the highlight. But we'll see if that really does happen when the next wedding pops up.
Some good stuff.
Cool, man. What else? We have a lot of questions.
Jay said, if Danny does an overheating video for the A7III, Sony will probably send agents after it.
They're not going to send agents, all right? They're going to send Yakuzas.
It's came up to my mind. I mean, you know, a limo just rolls up in the front of my house, and it's the Yakuza, you know.
Omae shinde.
Oh, shoot.
Let's see. I don't know.
Well, if I don't make it to the live, if I'm gone from the live shows, you guys all know what happened already. So there you go.
Well, I thought Danny wasn't going to show up today because it was like 6:30 on the dot when we're supposed to have our pre-show, and it was quiet. He didn't look at the show notes today. He didn't text me back. I was like, they got him. They finally got him.
I was donezo, man. Oh shit.
Let's see here. We got less than a minute left before we start the show. So if you have any questions, save it for towards the end of the show. We usually do Q&A the last 5 minutes of the show. We'll try to start the QA. We'll try to start the QA a lot sooner.
I'm pretty sure it'll start sooner this time around.
Yeah,
like my days.
It's slow in the news world today, so we'll get through it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It is 7 p.m., guys. Welcome back to another Monday Live with Danny and I. Danny, aka that one camera guy.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we usually say during this time?
Show notes or anything like that, or
right? We preview the show. So we're gonna start off with some new gear. #new gear. So whatever you got over the week, let us know in the chat. #new gear. And then Danny and I will share some experience over the week or weekend on what we shoot and the gear and equipment that we use, how it worked out for us. And you guys are more than welcome to share your shooting experience as well. And then in the news side of things, we're going to be talking about the A7III, how it has some pretty high ranks or scored pretty highly on DxOMark. I'm going to be talking about the rumored Sigma 50mm 1.4 contemporary for the Sony APS-C E-mount. A little bit of the other Sigma FE lenses as well, and the rumor pricing of the Tamron 28-75. So let's go ahead and get started. #new gear. Let us know what you picked up over the week. So, Danny, what did you get? What did you got, man?
I just got some toner for my printer. That's
that is new gear.
That is some new gear. Sometimes you just gotta print some paper out, and you need some toner. Question for you, those of you out there: do you buy the genuine toner, or do you go with the third-party option to save money?
There's third-party toners? What? Oh my!
Wait, you're joking, right?
I don't know. I don't print anything ever. I avoid using paper. Anytime that I have to print something, I have to like go back to my parents' house, or I show up to like FedEx and it's like, hey, can you guys print this for me because I don't own a printer.
What the
Even
heck?
even like wedding itineraries, I don't ever print it out. It's usually my first shooter who prints it out, or like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just have it on my phone. I don't print anything out.
So you have no printer at all.
No, not here.
Oh shoot.
I don't know.
That's
They're
amazing.
just big and clunky, and they don't ever work well. It's like, why? What's the point of having a printer?
I haven't had any problems, man. It's been pretty good.
Back in school, yes, I would like go to the library and print stuff, pay the 10 cents. But now I don't want printers. Printers are just annoying.
That's when you get the textbook and then you put it on the scanner copier and you scan the whole textbook over.
I never did that. I own a little Canon handy cam that shoots 1080p, and what I did was I set up a tripod, angle it down on my table, and start flipping pages. Upload it to YouTube, and then whenever I need to read a chapter or reference something, I just pull up my phone or pull up my laptop and just watch the book.
Look at these hacks. Look at these hacks.
Hacks, man, dude.
Uh,
Those were the good. I save a butt ton of money my senior year in college just doing that. But then again, I never had to buy any books anyways. My major was like arts. It's not really arts. Was it humanities? Ah, whatever.
mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Oh man.
What did I get? So
Yeah.
I got the SmallHD focus, which I had no idea where I put.
Oh, it's gone
somewhere around here. So I've decided to finally pull the trigger on a SmallHD focus. Got some tax return, and I was just like, okay, well, I got a bit of money to blow off, so I bought the SmallHD focus just because I wanted to fly the 16 to 35 G Master with the A7R III on the Crane Plus. And then if you guys watched my video, I mentioned that it's kind of hard to see the screen when you use that combination because the screen sits really close to the back of the motor. So I decided to get the SmallHD focus and ask Julian to send me a mini dual grip so I can use that combo when I'm out in Mexico next week. So that's the reason why I picked up the SmallHD focus, and I really like it a lot. Danny was hassling me to get one ever since Vegas, so finally picked one up, man. It's pretty cool. I like it. And you were right. Like, even though they said like it's really bright for outdoors, I can still barely see anything when I was using it out in direct sunlight yesterday when I was shooting.
Yeah, that's the biggest critique I have about it. Everyone kept saying it was super bright, and I'm like, no, it's not. You need to get like their 800 series or those other models that they have.
Mm-hmm.
But the SmallHD focus, it's good. It's good enough in most cases, but for really daytime stuff, you need to put a shade on there. That's why I bought the little shade. It helps a little bit.
How much did it cost?
$20 to $30. You can probably just make your own, just with paper. I mean, if you really wanted to.
Mm-hmm. That's probably what I would do. But did you have any issues when you first got the SmallHD focus? When I got mine, it was a little on the warm side, so I had to like dial in my own settings to make it match the screen of my Sony.
I never did anything like that at all. But then again, you have a lot more sensitive work in that regard, so I was fine. And I have two of them, so
okay. Yeah, what I noticed was out of the box, it's the monitor is like really warm, so I had to like dial it down. But other than that, after I calibrated it, it's solid, man. I like it a lot.
Good.
Yeah. And the next thing that I bought was Samsung T5 1TB SSD. So if you guys aren't familiar, it's one of these credit card size SSD drives that Samsung makes. This is a 1TB. This is a 1TB.
That focus struggled so bad. That focus took a while.
It's the 3518, guys. It's 3518.
Is that what you're using? Yeah. What are you using to film right now?
The 6500 and the 3518.
I've got my 3518 right here. I hasn't seen the time of day at all. Shoot.
I'm trying to sell it, but I was like, I need like a 50mm equivalent for one of these shows, so that's why I slapped it on. Because I sold my 31.4 Sigma.
Got it.
Yeah, but anyways, got one of those SSD.
You didn't get the 2TB one. Why not the 2TB one? I mean,
I don't think it was on sale, so I blamed Alex Sandoval for this because he told me about that 15% discount for
how much you get it for? How much you get that
this
for?
is like $340, and I think I ended up getting it for like $280 or something. So
okay,
it wasn't too bad. It wasn't a huge discount, but good enough. I mean, I've been wanting something like this for a while now. I had the 500 gigabyte, the T1. It was like super old school, but this one right here is a 1 terabyte, the newest version, the T5, and yeah, figure I'd bring something like this to Mexico to edit videos off of. So good stuff. Alexander Vol, you're in the chat. I hate you, man. Shouldn't have sent me that. But I didn't get the two. I wanted to see how much a 2 terabyte costs, but
It's pretty expensive.
It wasn't qualified for the deal, I think, nor was it on any of the listings. So I was curious too. I wanted to know how much a 2 terabyte would have costed, but regular price it was like $700. I was like,
yeah,
can't.
It's a pretty steep price. I mean, it's crazy to think now that you can get like a 4 terabyte, small mechanical drive for $99.
Yeah.
And then when you want to get you just want to get 2 terabytes SSD, it's going to cost you about $700 to $800. It's insane. So
yeah, but I mean, for what this is, 1 terabyte, and for it being so small, I thought that was pretty cool. I like it. I dig it. USB-C too, so
just don't lose it. I'd be terrified.
Oh my gosh, so tiny, so small. Awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you guys picked up. Dronen Kunst. Sorry, I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Video Mic Pro Plus. Very nice.
Nice.
Talk Ha says Tiffin variable ND filter, and ISBarity says bought some 82mm 10-stop/6 stop breakthrough ND filters for my 16 to 35. Very cool.
The Garma family experience. New gear, new microfiber cloth because you need to clean your gear. It's very important.
Yes, that is very true.
Drone and Kunst. New gear, Video Mic Pro Plus, and a Zoom H4n Pro.
Mm-hmm. Carlo Timothy, new gear. Sold my 6500. Want my A7III as V cam for wedding films, Google Home Mini, and some smart lights. Did you get the what are these called again? LifeX bulbs.
JPH Creative, new gear, Brevity roll top camera backpack. Too heavy, TBH.
Return it. Return it. Dronen Kunz, new gear. He didn't list it all out. He's got another one. Suray monopod. Very nice.
Suray. Riddell photo. Cheetah Softbox Max 20. Lexar CF plus SD USB 3.0 reader. CF. Oh, okay.
Oh,
CF card.
Yeah.
Is you have like a second photographer using a CF card probably? All right.
Dumb Canon shooters. Mike Smith, new gear, Dell 7577 i7 gaming laptop, 1060 Max Q, 32 gigabyte RAM, 512 SSD with 1 terabyte hard drive.
Sounds great, man. 32 gigs of RAM. Hopefully, you got a good deal on that.
Everyone's going for that gaming laptop.
Dave Sincere, I have a Canon printer. I use it 10 times a year, but it comes in handy. As he references the printer talk we had.
I just feel like if I bought a printer, I would rather just buy a cheap printer and then just like use it up, throw it away, buy a new printer, get the fresh inks.
Yeah.
Oh, what a waste. I just feel like it's better for me just to go out, pay the 10 cents and let FedEx or UPS print the stuff out for me. I've gone so lazy with the printing now that whenever I ship stuff back to Amazon, I rather pay that extra dollars for UPS to print out the shipping label for me instead of having to print my own and like tape it up to a box.
There you go. That's Jason Vong. All right, moving on here. Bob Nolan, you geared. You got the Sony 24105. Used this weekend. Very happy with it on the A7R2.
Yes. I hope you watched our review and that's the reason why you picked it up. Let's see here. Victor Collins says, my Pro 100 is the shiz. I love seeing the final product printed on the spot. It makes you appreciate it more. I'm assuming it's a photo printer, right?
Yeah.
Now that is something I would buy. Not paper printing printers, but photo printing printers.
13th Dilemma, New Gear also picked up the 24105. And
nice.
Ouch. Yeah, that's
nice. Let's see here. Jean-Louis Imperial. I'm currently watching David Osler in this channel at the same time. I'm hearing 3 different voices.
It's got to choose.
Paging David Oster. Come on live. I wish we had this option on YouTube like we do on Instagram, where we can just invite
Ping
someone.
somebody.
Yeah, just like invite someone to come into the live.
Michael Maestro Pierce, New Gear, Zeiss Otis 85 1.4. Got it for a good deal of $27.50.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Is he gonna get the other Fujinon lens? That other Fujinon.
Get that Fujinon 55 to 210, was it? Whatever the focal range was. Jammin Designs, New Gear, Godox 8600.
JPH Creative, New Gear, Photo variable ND filters for my Sigma 16 and 30 millimeters.
Jason, hashtag New Gear, my new APS-C is dead t-shirt.
Very nice. Very nice.
Jason, you should not watch my Thursday video. I'm telling you, avoid my Thursday video.
We all know it's happening. Let's see here. Are you okay? Is that Are you okay?
Yeah,
what's going on,
okay?
Man?
What's up, man? I remember.
New Gear, Canon 5D Mark IV and the Canon 85 1. Get that out of here. Get it.
What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong? I thought all that talk that we had with Sammy's, he still bought a Canon. Just kidding. He says New Gear, he's gonna get the A7 III and the 55 1.8 as soon as there's an EDU discount for it.
Okay. All right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see here.
Well, Photomic with the DJI Mavic Air. Photomic says.
You bought a new one?
He's listened to New Gear. Maybe he got another one.
You got another one? All right, we're going to read off a few more, and then we're going to jump into our shooting experience. Chris Barr says, hashtag New Gear, 20 Nerf guns because Toys R Us is going out of business.
Ouch.
Oh, man, that was Vivian's idea yesterday when we were at Toys R Us. She wanted to buy Nerf guns. I was like, no.
Jammin Designs also picked up the New Gear Godox 8600.
Yes,
as well.
Geotherma says, New Gear, grab the Best Buy deal for the charger battery for the A7 III I don't have yet since they don't give you one. Heh, NX1 will be my VCam until I'm rich. Hashtag A92.
Wait, they don't give you the charging brick?
They should give you a charging brick.
I could have the A7 or 3. Did it come with one? No, I'm not even sure anymore. It did, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, you know what? Just pick this one up from Numoa. I use this all the time. Works fine. It's USB based. Charges 2 of them at one time.
If your house catches on fire, you know why.
Son of a.
Let's see here.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man. Philippe Oliver Dupuy. New Gear sold my Canon 5D Mark IV with 2 lens for the Sony a7 III with 90mm macro and the 55 1.8 Zeiss lens.
Yes, welcome to the dark side. Keck 2, Peak Design, Capture Clip V3, Me Photo, Globetrotter Carbon Fiber Tripod. Well, they should show up from B&H tomorrow. Particularly looking forward to the clip. Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. People selling off their old stuff, it looks like. The New Gear icebox to cool down my a7 III.
Oh no. Were you the guy who made that video? Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna read a couple more. Cameron Demas, New Gear 18. Oh wait, that's these people. You guys, man, throwing in questions in the New Gear. You can't do that. We're docking points off you. Dave Sincere, New Gear. I bought 5 mousseline backdrops, another Godox 8200, and the Godox dual twin brackets hold 2 Godox flashes.
Dang. Nice. Dave Sincere's like getting ready for battle, man.
Yeah. Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for submitting your New Gear. Always fun to read these out loud. So let's go ahead and start off with some shooting experiences. So this is the part where we pretty much share what Danny and I shot over the week and whatever gear that we're using and how it's worked out for us. And feel free, guys, to share your shooting experience as well, whether it be the new gear that you picked up, you shot something with it, how did it work out, what didn't work out, all that good stuff. Drop in the chat with the hashtag. What should we use the hashtag? Hashtag SE.
Am I going first? Oh shoot, am
I
I?
don't know. Hashtag FC or shooting experience. I don't know. Yeah,
I
Danny,
just
go first.
Oh, I just got a message from Lee about some overheating stuff right now. That's why I was like, what the hell's going on here? Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Hey, Zed Pro Media, stop distracting us. We're doing a live show, okay? First, David Osler, now Zed Pro Media. Gosh darn it.
Shooting stuff.
Send him an Instagram message telling him to come on
No.
come on to our chat.
Let's see. There's because he just posted there was like another video about the overheating thing that's popping up right now. So,
gosh,
all right,
okay, I guess we got to talk about
it. Shooting stuff. To be perfectly honest, I've just been doing team pictures. I just finished shooting all the team pictures I needed for my spring sports. Shot some swim team photos today. Shot golf team photos the other day. I haven't had a chance to I've never got a chance to actually shoot golf. Because I've always been at work while the team goes and shoot, they play golf. But I've always been interested in testing out the silent shutter on the A9 because that's why it was convenient for. But I haven't had a chance to do that. So, I hate my 2470 f4, Jason.
Oh no! Oh no! So you took off the filter and it was still soft to you.
Yeah, there's just something. It's not good. It's not good at all. I shot at f11. It was still soft. I was just like, what is going on here? At f11 with the group photo. Like I said, I can sharpen it. It's not a big deal, it's like it doesn't need to be like tack sharp for the group photo, but it's not delivering on even a decent quality. So either I got a botched lens, which is probably the case, or it's too good to be true.
That's a shame to hear. So is it? Yeah, I thought. Have you rented the 24-70 from Pro Support?
I did, but I didn't use it much. I just didn't.
So you had no way to compare.
Yeah,
that sucks. And it was used by some other.
Yeah,
people, right?
I bought it used, and the thing is, I got it at a great price, but that's probably a word of caution on that issue. I mean, I still like the fact that I have access to a 2470. It's just that in terms of quality, it isn't there. But I just like the versatility of having just that lens as an f4. But talking later about the 28-75 later, we'll talk about. But I'm still considering picking up a 24-70 f2.8 G Master.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, for the stuff that I was shooting, it's not like necessary for it to be tech sharp. But I mean,
you bought the lens you expect, and it's a Zeiss lens.
I expected decent performance. Let's just put it that I didn't expect it to be like tack sharp. I just expected it to be good, right? But
maybe it's be sent in. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll contact Pro Support and see what they can do about it. But
yeah, very cool. Yeah. Awesome. And let us know if you have a 24-70, you shot something at f11. Is it the same? Does it need some sharpening in post, or tack sharp?
I think people just don't like the lens, and that's the reason why it's just not sharp.
Oh my gosh.
Or just as problematic. So.
Oh gosh. Awesome. Right, anything else, Danny?
No, I think I'm good for now. Hopefully, I'll shoot some more later.
It's not for me. It's not really a shooting experience. It is a shooting experience, but I was at a wedding on Saturday, but I actually didn't shoot the wedding, so it was kind of awkward for me to be on the other side of things because I don't know how many weddings I've shot now. Maybe like 30 or so weddings. So none of my friends are getting married yet, so I haven't had the chance to like attend or be in a bridal party or anything. So this is like maybe like my second time as a guest at a wedding. So it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, just sit there, wait, like I'm like twitching. I'm like, oh God, there's the officiant. I gotta mic him up, or I gotta throw an audio on that, or oh God, who's running the second camera? Like things like that were going through my mind when I was at my friend's wedding on Saturday. So yeah, it was just kind of awkward, but I still brought my camera stuff anyway. I brought my A7III 24-70. 135. Okay, Danny. This has been my dream to just show up to someone's wedding, and they're like, "Oh no, Jason, the photographer didn't show up. We need you to step in." And I'll be like, have my gear ready. I was like, "Well, I guess I gotta step in."
What's funny? I was gonna ask you that question right now before, like while you said that. I was gonna say, would you ever just step in if something had happened? And let's say you just had one camera, you had one lens, and you were like, I'll find a way. I'll find a way.
Yeah,
Make it
yeah,
happen.
yeah. That's that. I want that to happen. I want to be like stuck with the weirdest gear, like maybe like a 135 with the A7R III only. I'll be like, oh no, gotta back up to shoot the photos. Yeah, it's been my dream for something like that to happen. But anyways, so they hired photographers. They didn't hire video. It was a pretty budgeted
Oh,
wedding.
okay.
So they had their friend to shoot just on a handy cam just to shoot around a little bit. But
Oh,
so
Jason, oh,
yeah,
you must have felt bad. I know you must have felt a little bit here, didn't you, in the heart right here? Be
a little bit. And
honest.
I
A
was
little
like,
bit,
you know what?
right?
They should have just gotten me. You know, they should have just gotten me to at least record the ceremony and the reception if they didn't
Yeah.
want a full highlight. But
You just put like a, just like a little simple video, nothing complicated, only,
yeah,
5 hour
just
long
record
video. I mean, it'll be good.
record a little bit, you know. So, anyways, I was in the guest. I was a guest. I was in the crowd, and I was Uncle Bobbing it. I was just Uncle Bobbing it, you know, just shooting my own photos. But you know, I respected the photographers. I didn't get out of my seat to shoot photos or shoot videos. I kind of just like stay where I was at, and I was actually at a very good position. I was like on the corner of the very last seat, so I got to snap some photos down the aisle of the bride and the groom, them exchanging rings, kissing, the first kiss, and all that stuff. Got some really good photos. I don't think I got in their way. Hopefully not. And I just pretty much ran my shutter during the ring and the kiss, thanks to the silent shutter on the A7R III. So got a lot of good photos.
Were they
from
like,
it.
were they like looking, were they like, oh, we know who you are, you're Jason Vong, like that?
Oh, no, I don't. No, they were Canon shooters, so they didn't know who I was. But one of the groomsmen, I think, follows me on Instagram, so we chatted up a little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, got some pretty good photos. Very thankful for the silent shutter, so I didn't have to like distract anybody with like, you know, machine gunning it. So got a lot of like pretty crystal clear shots of the kiss and the ring. So gonna send that over to our friends when they come back from their honeymoon. But other than that, during the reception, I took some videos for them as well. So they have their friend with the handy cam getting the wide, and I got a little bit of a close up with my Zeiss of their first dance and their parents' dance. And
Jason just can't put the camera down. Jason.
I can't, dude. I can't. I was just sitting there bored.
you're becoming that one camera guy, man. What's going on, dude? You need to stop.
One camera guy at the way.
Oh shit! I get that feeling though. I mean, it's just like it's the same for me when because when we have our graduations at the high school, they usually want the teachers to kind of be there with the other students and sit down and observe the graduation. But I'd rather just be helping with the filming or live streaming the event. I'd rather be doing something than just sitting down. So yeah, I get the feeling.
Yeah, I'm like people asking us like, what are you gonna do for your own wedding or for your if you're in a wedding party for your friends? Yeah. And I would have been like, yeah, I'd still help out, you know.
It's just you, man. It's what you do.
Yeah, it's like I can capture a different perspective, you know. Maybe I can just vlog the wedding for my friends and be like, hey, capture like the little bits and moments while another crew is actually getting the epic cinematic highlights while I'm just grabbing the little silly vlog stuff. So that is something to do. And if I think what happened. Yeah, I would still help out, even if it was my friend's wedding. If we hired like somebody that I know, I would still help them out. I just can't sit around not doing anything.
Oh man, we just got a question from Jay San for dropping $10. $10. Jason, would you do a wedding alone, or do you recommend it with a crew?
Yes, I always recommend with a crew. I've shot a wedding once by myself. It was the France wedding that I did back in September, and it was hell. It was just me and the photographer, and the distance between the ceremony site to the reception was like 10 flights of stairs because we're on some cliff of Paris, or not Paris, of France. So it's just so always having at least a second shooter or an assistant to help you set up the tripods. It's incredibly helpful. So yeah, I always recommend it with a crew.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't do it on my own.
A minimum of 2 at least. Good stuff. All right, let's take a look at some of your shooting experiences. So JPH Creative says street photography with the 6300 and a Sigma 30mm last week in Ottawa for Work's new website. Well, let us know how that worked out for you. Let's see.
Jelly Maniago, Uncle Bob Jason.
Uncle Bob Jason. Damon Hart says, walk through a nature park yesterday with a 6500 and 105. Took 80 pictures and a couple of small videos. Nothing too impressive. Your photos are nothing too impressive, or the combination is nothing too impressive.
AB positive.
It's great, man.
Hey, AB positive Bulldogs shot some fun clothing promo pics for a friend using my Coral Savage paper. Was having bad shadow issues with flash and lighting. Ended up using my flash diffuser softbox pics, and the pics came out pretty good.
Nice. Way to savage it. Michael Smith. Portraits on the streets of New Orleans with Max Fear was super windy. Ouch. Did anything drop? Nothing drop. I hope nothing broke.
I guess along the same lines, Garm was asking, do you watch other videographers and photographers' work, Jason?
Yeah, I was watching the photographer, not so much, but just kind of pay attention to like how, like where they are, what position. For the most part, they did a fantastic job.
I would just do it to learn, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'd be observing, just not necessarily criticizing or anything, just kind of like observing and trying to learn their methods and stuff. There's always something to learn from other people.
I was mega judging them because they're using Canon. Great, just to kind of see how they do things.
You're like, get that Canon Rebel out of here, man. I got my Sony gear here. Let's do this.
Well, whatever they were doing, for that wedding, it was pretty textbook. It was pretty textbook, so they did a great job. Chris Barr dropping in $5. Here's your start to Alpha Man hero outfit. Jason Vong is Alpha Man. What is going on? Did I miss something?
I have no idea, but it looks like you're Alpha Man now. There we go.
Yeah, Chris Barr says Jason Vong is Alpha Man, the next wedding superhero. All right, I'll take it. I'll be in the next Avengers too.
Geotherma attempted to do. Did we talk about doing astro photos a week ago or so? No, failed hard. Failed hard when I realized it's the wrong time of year. Hey, but you know what? You tried. I haven't tried astro photography at all. So, but I would love to though.
I would love to as well. So we would like to go out and shoot some astro stuff. The important thing is you went out and you tried.
Yeah. Next time, just fly into space. That's probably the fastest way to do it. Just fly into space and take the pictures.
AB positive Bulldogs. Now I'm going to invite you to my wedding and not pay for a photographer. That way I get free pics and you get your dream. Nah, dude, that's just taking advantage of it.
Invite me and Jason and we'll do it, man. We'll take the most basic cameras and we'll challenge ourselves. And we'll make it into a video competition.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the RX100. Daniel will bring his S9 when he gets it, and there you go. Make it work. We will make it work.
That'd be pretty funny though. We do like a challenge, and and our goal is to like do something, but with the most basic equipment of the Sony basic equipment, man. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Let's do it. It's fine.
Milk into like 5 videos. Anyway,
yeah. Who's getting married? Who doesn't care about image, photos, videos? We'll be there. Danny and I would just.
We'll do something. We'll think of something.
We'll promise you one good photo. That's it. Let's see here.
But the problem is, like, even if it was kind of like low pressure, I would still take it extremely seriously, though. That's the hard part. Like, I would. I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's just fun. It's just fun to be able to like see what you can do when you're not pressured. When you're just okay, well, what can I do? You're not pressured. You're in a serious situation, but you're not pressured. You're just doing your best.
Yeah, be creative about the scenario.
Kind of want to see.
Michael,
right.
Michael Mistro.
Oh my goodness. Michael Mistro Pierce, hang out with Jason Vong. You can't go wrong. Bam. Thanks for the $10 donation, Michael. And Travis Morrison McHale, another $10 donation. I'm shooting a dinner party on film at night. Would you recommend BW or color for free? So no worries. Shooting a dinner party on film at night. So for free, huh? I would go.
I would do black and white.
I mean, you're gonna shoot a color anyways, and then you have a choice of shooting. I mean, turning it to black and white in post. So or unless you're talking about the output of it. So
Yeah, unless the I don't know a whole lot about the film stuff. So unless the film you're using, the black and white's really good, maybe that might be the way to go. How it renders it, but
so he's talking about film, or is he talking about capturing it on film, like recording a
no,
video?
he's talking about film, like the roll of film that goes into an
Oh
old film
my
cam,
gosh,
like a film camera.
that's it's a little too for me. That's Danny. That's Danny. You got this.
I don't know anything. I'm just gonna say go black and white, man. I would go
Black
black
and
and
white.
white.
Go black and white. Okay.
It'll look different than whatever everyone else is creating because everyone's gonna be creating color photos that are in color.
Okay.
But it's to each. It's your own taste. Anyway.
Cool. Dustin Dilworth dropping $2 for the super chat donation. Think an A7S for $700 is a good deal for the dollar.
Ooh. If you need really good 1080p low light,
yeah,
I think it's good.
I think it's good. I think so too. So,
but it just depends. It depends on what they're gonna do with it, right? I mean, if you don't need all the fancy stuff that's in the new stuff, I mean, I think it's okay.
he says he knows the limitation. He just needs it for specific astrophoto. So,
oh well, I mean, if you know what you need it for,
yeah, that's what you're. I was gonna say you need that 4K. Just buy an Atomos monitor.
Oh, that's gonna suck. Having to do both. Yeah.
Hopefully, Atomos comes out with a 5-inch monitor and it will solve your problem. Budget 4K, low light, super low light setup right there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jason, we ready to get through all the news stuff real quick?
Was just about to say, let's do it. So we're in the news portion now. So the first topic that we want to cover today is that on DxOMark, the Sony a7 III scores 96 points. And I assume that is pretty high, right, Danny?
Actually, what's weird is the score goes above 90, above 100. I always thought 100 was the max.
Oh, so what's considered like a really good score on DxOMark? Or what's the highest? I mean,
I think there was like a medium format camera that went over it. Like I think it was either the Fuji, GFX. I don't recall, but I think there's a score higher.
So you're saying Fuji is like the Asians in math, where they just excel and get over 100.
What the? I have no idea where that came from. Okay.
It's the overachievers in my schools, get over 100 on their score.
I mean, I think that's just it's a good sign if the performance is pretty comparable to the A7R III, but I think the A7R III is still going to demolish it in terms of resolution, just sheer detail that you get out of it. But again, not everyone needs 24. Not everyone needs 42 megapixels. It's not a necessity. So, but that's great.
Yes. So Diaz Greg says Fuji did the extra credit.
Oh my god.
Michael Wynn says, yes, you're right. DxOMark does go higher than 100 MKBHD. Explains it why in his video. Cool. I will check that out. And Hasselblad also scored over 100. So pretty much, did you read the quote out, Danny, on the show note, or should I?
I mean, I can read the rest of it. Sitting between the Sony the S and the R models, the sensor in the A7 was always a balance between resolution and sensitivity. It looks like in terms of low light performance, what we're getting from the DxO report is that also it's pretty comparable to the A7S II in terms of overall image quality potential. In terms of its performance, high ISO, and again in terms of performance with the A7R III, it's very comparable as well. But that's great. It's saying that it's going to get some really good low light sensor performance to the camera. But I think you might have added it might change when the A7S III comes out. We don't know what kind of monster of that camera will be.
Right. So. And again, we're saying, and we're pretty sure we're right on this, is that the A7S III will likely be $3,000. So if you're looking for a good mixture of resolution and low light, the A7 III is the one to get.
But I'm going to tell you, they're going to give you something in that A7S III that's going to make you scratch your head. And you're going to be like, I want that 4K 60p. I want that 4K 120 FPS that we're all hoping we can get.
No.
What if it had like 4K 120 FPS? A7 III is going back. He's going back.
The new basic model.
The new basic low light model.
Oh no.
A7S III. It doesn't. It's like it doesn't even need light. Period. You don't need any light source. It will see in the dark, infrared.
You'll be seeing some very interesting things if it can see in the dark. I'd be pretty freaked out.
It's like it sees through things now. It just sees through things. We'll leave it at that.
See through what? Astral projection. What is it called? What are those things? I don't know. You start seeing ghosts. That's a problem, man. That's something that I don't want to see through my lens. Damon Hart says A7S III will be fire.
Whoa, David. I don't know if we can talk about some. We gotta be careful with that. Watch those words, man. Be careful about it.
Watch those emojis, dude.
What's great is that the chat will stick with the video. I like that.
Yeah.
So I like that. That way the chat gets like memorialized in the videos. I really like that.
Yeah, and people who are watching after the fact, if you're watching after the fact and you don't know there's a live chat going on, there's a live chat going on. I like that. It kind of includes everybody into the video. So
I'm just so glad they finally got that figured out because the chat's like a big part of this whole show.
Let's see. Otherwise, it would just be us like stop blah 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 blah, and then everyone listening will be like, okay.
I'm still banking on them giving you like 6K video in the Sony A7S2 and A7S3. That's my gut feeling. 6K.
Yeah,
4K. 4K.
Just 5 minutes is good enough.
Yeah, 5 minutes of that, and all right. I'm telling you, people are gonna want to get the video. People they have to entice the video people, but so.
I think people are still going to complain. 6K for 5 minutes? That's not enough. What do they think? I don't know, man. If put 6K on that, I'd be happy.
Is there even a recorder that will record more than 4K resolution already? The Odyssey or something like that? Anybody in the chat knows?
I'm pretty sure. Michael, help us out.
I like how I go straight to Michael.
Hey, he's the guy. He's the guy with the cameras. All right, he's got the stuff.
Maybe there's something that will record higher resolution recorder, and that could be kind of a marker for that. So maybe it can't do internal, but maybe it can do output to high res.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. That'd be like if they have if they do what they did for the A7S, where it's like, yes, it's capable of 4K. You need that external monitor. A7S III can do 6K, and Animals comes out with a 5-inch external recorder for 6K. That'd be fire. That would be fire.
But I think on paper the 6K would look really nice, but I think they just need to get really good 4K, like higher bit rate. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not 8-bit, but like 10-bit, right? Mm-hmm. If they can get all those other things worked out, I think that has a lot more value. But I think on paper and really intriguing people, like saying something like 6K video would just like make people go bananas. I think that's just how it would look.
That's marketing right there. That's like, okay, this camera's capable of 6K. People are gonna be like, oh shoot, you know.
My other thing too is, does Sony have 8K TVs coming around already? Is that happening? Because I know HDR TVs are like in the works, and they want to advertise their cameras for that. People who do HDR, but are 8K TVs on the rise? I mean, what if they do 8K? That it wouldn't happen, by the way. I'm just being stupid here, but
I don't know. I've no clue. I've seen like a few 8K TVs at CES, but I'm not sure if that's like on a consumer level yet.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm still rocking a 1080p TV, dude. it still looks good. Let's see. What are people saying here? Unknown Jones. Yeah, use the snowflake emojis instead of the fire.
Froggy first in the house. What's going on?
First. What is going on? Michael Gwynn says, if there's 4K 120, people will lose their mind. And Massimo says he's for sure. Mark his words. It will have 4K 120.
Wait, what? Who said that?
Massimo 1 says it will have 4K 120. Mark my words. Smiley face.
Limited to 2 minutes.
All right. Cassia Nasdi. Sorry if I pronounced her name wrong. A7S III, the extra model. Nice. 4K 60. Yes, everyone's saying 4K 60. They would love to have 120. And Michael Wynn says, would you rather have 4K 60 or 6K 24? I'm gonna go with 4K 60 for this one.
Yeah, I think so. The 6K, I think it's. I don't even know if it's net. It's not even net. I think 4K is like not even necessary for a lot of things, but I think it's really great to have now. But 6K, I don't know, Jason. 6K right now.
I mean, it's already barely pulling by with the 4K. I mean, 6K just gotta have to start running some boxies, man.
D says 6K would kill Premiere Pro, probably.
Again, Premiere crashed today. Lost 30 minutes of work, and my autosave didn't work. So I freaking Premiere Pro, man. DJI Endo says Red Epic does 8K, but it's like 30 grand.
I don't need 8K though.
Let's see here. Kyle Markham says 8K downsample to 5K. And Stephen Kamir says Sony announced an 8K TV at CES this year with 10,000 nits.
Oh shoot! Geotherma is also saying is watching us right now on a 65-inch 4K HDR TV.
I'm so sorry how we look right now.
It's some great potato quality this evening, Geotherma. Thank you. We appreciate you.
You are stretching those pixels on us, man. We're just. You should take a photo of what it looks like and just like send it to us. I'm curious as to how you look it up. 465 inch. We must be oversaturated. Does it do that? Does HDR just like automatically oversaturate the image?
Oh shoot! The Sony FS-F65 already shoots 8K. Jason Vong.
Yeah, but we're talking about A7S3.
Yeah.
Alpha cameras, of course. The bigger cameras, yes. But the smaller cameras, though. Let's see here. What else? Cool. All right, let's move on. Geotherma says your face is so large. Oh god, it's like seeing us in real life, up close in your business. All right, so the next one is it's a rumor. It's an SR3 rumor on SonyAlphaRumors.com. They're saying likely the Sigma 50mm 1.4 contemporary for the Sony APS-C will likely get announced at NAB. They're not quite sure yet. Just take this with a grain of salt. But they're saying that Sigma is inviting people out to a certain event on March 30th. It's in some Asian country. So maybe we'll start hearing something about this lens there, because they did tease that there will be a short telephoto prime lens coming out, and everyone's thinking it's a 50mm 1.4. So they're saying the weight will be less than 300 grams, about $600. And it will pretty much round out the contemporary line. I'm not saying that'll be the end of it, but there's a good set of it now. We have the wide 16mm, the 30mm, which is a mid, and a telephoto, which is a 50 for the APS-C. So
I'm digging that. I mean, APS-C is dead, but I mean, I really like I really like these offerings for the folks who still got their 6,000, 6,300, 6,500, and they're not ready to go to full frame yet. I would really love to see those zoom lenses from Sigma. That'd be really sweet.
Yes, you know what? I honestly would actually prefer to see a zoom lens, f2.8 zoom for an APS-C. I think that's what I actually want to see more. But you're absolutely right. I mean, like people, some people still say the A7 III, even though you and I say it's an affordable full frame camera, people are still like, well, I need to be at a point where 2K still will be affordable for me. So, Sigma is cranking out these lenses for the Sony APS-C. They want to provide that quality at an affordable price for people who want to create something cool with their cameras. So that's awesome. Yeah.
The only thing I would say is I really hope this lens is just as good, if not better, than the 51.8 that Sony already offers. That's the only kind of, and that offers optical steady shot in that particular lens. So I'm just hoping that in terms of quality, this one's, I know it has like that, a third to a half stop better performance, but I really do hope it's going to be a much better improvement in image quality.
Yeah. So I think I was, when I was looking at the A7 III DxO, I also saw like 30mm Sigma 1.4 actually did better than most of the Sony 30mm. So
okay, that's good.
Sign. That's a good sign. So if they come out with a 50, that's better. I don't know if they will have optical steady shot because they didn't have it for the 30 mil, right?
Yeah.
Or and the 16 for sure, but I'm not sure about the
And I
50.
probably
But
don't think my gut tells me they're not going to have it on this one either because they're probably just going to focus on optical quality, sharpness, and all that stuff. So it needs to really perform well because it'd be really hard to recommend that over the 51.8 OS, which isn't bad. I thought it was sucked, but it actually was pretty good. So I don't know.
I'm happy with my 16. I'll have the user experience review coming out this Thursday. So look forward to that, guys. So let's just finish this part up just because it's related to Sigma.
Yep.
So according to Sony Alpha Rumors, there's an article written saying a SAR reader by the name of Chris Chu tested out the Sigma 135mm and the 35mm FE, which is full frame Sony lenses, the ones that are native to the Sony cameras. He's got a chance to test it out, and here's what he has to say. He says he got the 135 1.8 art lens. Autofocus performance is as good as natives. Eye autofocus in burst shooting is much better than the 85 G Master. And again, this is just one person's test. We're not too quite sure yet. So we'll see when the lens actually comes out. So he's saying the 135 is really good. In contrast to this, he said he also got the 35 1.4 art. He says it's much sharper. He claims it's much sharper than the Zeiss 35 1.4 ZA, but the bokeh is not as smooth. The autofocus performance, size, and weight are about the same level, I assume, to the Zeiss.
The real question is just pricing. Are they going to be equivalent to their DSLR counterparts? I'd be interested in 135 1.8 art.
Yeah, I think it will be roughly the same price.
But I mean, Jason's got that really nice 135 f2.8 from Zeiss, so I don't.
You know. So, anyways, based on this, that's definitely a good sign that the autofocus performance is definitely there with these new Sigma FE lenses. So, again, we just have to wait until it actually comes out. But for the most part, if this person says is true, that is as good as the native lenses, then there's a lot to be excited about because we can actually pick up these lenses and they'll work solid on the A7 III with no issue at all.
It is such good timing. It really is really good timing. These lenses will probably be out hopefully within this year. Like we said, we have our consumer level full frame camera. And if it works just as well, everyone's gonna have some really good options. So good on Sigma for doing that. I know aesthetically it might not look very nice for a lot of folks, but I mean these lenses are pretty darn sharp. So
cool, good stuff. So we will finish up the news topic. Wait,
yeah,
actually, wait, should we? Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
just want to jump to the chat,
or should we read the chat first? We'll read a few, and then we'll do the last topic, and then we'll start rounding up the Q&A when we do the last topic. So just really quickly, AB Positive Bulldog says A6000 for life, and DS Greg says tell Sigma APS-C is dead and see the look that you get.
Tell Sigma.
We're gonna walk up to who's the Sigma VP?
The president.
He's gonna be like Yakuza. I was gonna say Yakuza to our house.
They did say that I believe in the interview that people were asking the president about whether or not they were going to see more lenses for APS-C. It just depended on interest. So if sales are good, they look to continue producing more for APS-C. So.
Yeah, APS-C will still be around for a while, so I wouldn't worry too much.
And you hear tomorrow Sony stops making APS-C cameras.
Jason said, "Over that shirt, man. Eat that shirt."
If someone made a shirt, I'd wear it on the show. Someone decides to make a shirt, I'll send it over. I'll wear it.
Okay, Danny's gonna wear the shirt. Let's see here. JPH Creative says, "For me, it's the prices of our FE lenses stopping me from getting an A7 III. That and my wedding coming up. LOL." But see, you need that. You need the Sony cameras and the Sony lenses for your wedding. Because come on, you gotta look good. Let's see here. Unknown Jones, 30mm Sigma does not have optical steady shot, and Johnny Walk says they won't have optical steady shot on the 50mm.
There you go.
Okay. Let's see here. Chris Barr coming in with his SR6 rumors.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa, whoa.
predicting I'm predicting a new body and naming for the APS-C camera like the A6, A6R, and A6S line of cameras. Okay, you heard it here, guys. Chris Barr with his SR6 rumors. If you guys don't get the joke, Chris Barr has predicted, what is it? Was it the A9 that he
He
predicted?
predicted the RX-10 Mark IV. He's on some
He
savant level predictions, man.
he predicted the RX-10 Mark IV before it came out, before it was confirmed. He was spot on, so he has
Oh
some
my god.
credibility. He
All
has
right,
some
guys, you
credibility.
heard it. Hey, we just broke news right now. Thank you, Chris Barr, for breaking it on the stream. I really
Thank
appreciate it,
you.
guys.
Yep. We got the exclusive from Chris Barr. Awesome stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and tackle the last piece of news item. And while we do that, start queuing up your questions. We'll tackle questions for about 10 more minutes before we sign off. So use the hashtag QA so we can find your questions.
Yep.
So the last piece of topic is Tamron 20 to 75 f2.8 was listed for 5,000 something Chinese dollars. I don't know what their currency is. I think it's yuan or something, which roughly equates to 840 US dollars. And I think that kind of caused a lot of confusion because this the price was listed on a Chinese online store called Taobab.
Mm-hmm.
And according to Google Translate, if you actually translated the page, it says this is the pre-order price. The price of the lens will not be official until they receive shipment or something like that. So
that's weird.
yeah, it kind of caused a lot of stir up over last week, and that's something that I was reporting as well until I looked at it after the fact. But they said an $840 price tag is a pre-order price, so it is still yet to be known how much it actually costs. I'm still thinking it's going to cost a little over $1,000. And Danny, what do you think?
I say under $1,000, it's going to be $999. That's
okay.
what I'm going to say.
$999 plus tax shoots you over to $1,000. So anyway. Anyways, yes. So don't get too excited yet. I know we saw this off of Sony Alpha rumors. We were like, oh my god, $840. That's insane. But I'm really thinking it's still a little over $1,000. But maybe Danny's right. It is.
Yeah. Hopefully it's about $1,000 less. It'll be a great option for me not to have to spend money on the 24-70 G Master, although I still want that lens.
So yeah, you were saying you would get this lens to replace your 24-70, right?
Or just get rid of my 24-70 f4. Just all together.
And just go for the G Master.
Or just get the Tamron 2875. If it's good, I'm gonna check it out. If it's good, hey, I'm cool with that. But I don't own any Tamron lenses, so
I've only used the 24-70 from Canon, adapted to my GH4. Solid. I liked it a lot. But I think with the crop factor and everything, it was insanely close. Anyways, that 24 was like a. Actually, no, I had a speed boost. I don't remember. But anyways, it worked out. It worked out great. I liked it. Cool. Awesome.
All right.
Anything else you want to comment on, Danny, on the Tamron? Should we move on?
No, I'm just really glad there's options there for people. That's
Yes.
always a good thing.
Yeah, so if you're still waiting on the deal, so if you are still on the fence getting the A7III, you haven't done the pre-order yet, here's what I highly recommend you do. You just wait it out. Wait for some more Sigma lenses to get released first. Sony will likely have a deal where you trade in an old camera, you get about a $300 extra cash back, well, cash-in bonus. What is it? Something $300 bonus, trade-in bonus deal when you trade in an old camera. Doesn't matter if it's Sony or Canon, and you can use that to buy your A7III. So that'll probably likely happen in the next 4 or 6 months. So just be patient with it, and they'll have some sort of deal happening like that, maybe around November, Christmas time. So A7III might be a good time to get one then with the Sigma lenses.
Yeah, that's some good advice. It's also a good one for just waiting for issues for the camera to get worked out initially. So there's some potential chances there's some issues, and we'll see what happens. So hopefully there aren't many. That's all I could really say.
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
So Talk Ha says, QA, would you recommend the Zhiyun Crane V2 for the A7III 24-105? No. Go for the Crane 2 or go Crane Plus, but honestly, I would probably go Crane 2 at that point.
Virgil Hart, I'm assuming this is also for you. Do you plan on reviewing the DJI Ronin S when that comes out in a few months, or are you sticking with the Zhiyun Tech for now?
If Dune allows me to review the Ronin S, betcha I would do it.
All right, Aldress is asking Q&A, how better is it to edit on Windows than on Mac on Premiere Pro? So how is Mac on Premiere Pro, Jason? You tend to use both.
If you're editing 1080p, you're gonna be fine on the Mac. You're editing 4K, go Windows.
There we go.
Yeah.
Lucky Never Q&A. A7 III got some hot pixels, flickering issues near the bottom while recording, based on footages online. Is a sensor remapping the only solution for Sony, or Sony may release a firmware?
I have no clue.
I don't know. I don't even have a unit in, so as far
We
as
don't have
that
it.
issue.
I mean, the best bet is if you have the camera and there's issues with it,
Send it back.
if you buy from an authorized retailer, you can send it back, or you can contact Sony Pro Support. But best bet is get that thing replaced from the store. Never buy. What is it? I was going to say third party.
The gray market situation right now, I would say,
yeah,
I play it safe. Get it from a retailer that you can trust, that you can get a return on, because there is potentials for issues as any release has. So,
especially when you're paying that much for a camera, best bet is to buy from an authorized retailer.
Yeah. But yeah, Lucky Never early start. I don't really have a good answer for that. Is the sensor remapping the only solution? Greg Smith, QA, loving my first Sony, the a7R III, but focus peaking seems really bad. It shows lines for things that are really poorly focused in results. Any way to make focus peaking way more selective?
For this particular thing, I would say instead of using focus peaking, what you want to do is switch to manual mode on your camera and do the focus magnify. Because when you're in that mode, you can actually magnify up to 12 times. And that way you can see your image or whatever you need to focus on a lot clearer. You won't even need focus peaking. So try that out, Greg.
And I think focus peaking is just has a tendency to not be completely accurate. It kind of gives you misjudgment in general. I think some people can add to that, but yeah, try the focus magnification.
Yeah, and I would say for focus peaking, just use the lowest. Don't use too much, because then it's just a flood of dots on your screen.
I mean, it'd be really hard, especially if you're shooting like wide open on your lens, like a prime lens, and you're trying to focus peak that. It's gonna have a hard time, I would say. All right.
Fantasy Fitness.
Yeah, go man, go.
QA, is it worth upgrading from the 8518 to the 85G Master? Well, if you need that 1.4 and then portrait is your bread and butter, go for the G Master.
I say no. I say no.
Yeah. Otherwise, just stick with the 8518.
It allows you to buy something else that you might need fantasy fitness. But that could be a light kit or something that you need if you're doing portraits. Just figure out where your money could go elsewhere. Most people won't be able to tell.
Especially if you're pairing it up with the A7III 8518, it's fine.
Yeah.
Level 9 Chow QA OSS lens plus IBIS versus non-OSS plus IBIS. Is there a huge difference in stability? Honestly, I've been doing that for the longest time. Couldn't tell if there's a huge difference.
Yeah, I've never really had a situation where there was anything that I've noticed.
Yeah, so I have most of my lenses don't even have optical steady shot. I use it with the in-body stabilization. Works fine. Works great.
Yeah.
Johnny Wack says, Fathom Rocker says, QA, what's the best bang for your buck ND filter for my G Master 70 now that I'm broke buying it? Check out Yang Newell. It's the one that I use. It works decent in my opinion. So Yang Newell, YONGNUO. Check that out.
Unknown Jones says, Danny, you need to make a video on how to hustle your way up to the A7 III. And throw a lens or two.
You gotta shoot portraits, $80 per session. You do 3, you have $240.
Arbitrage your way, get the Sigma MC11 adapter, sell that thing, arbitrage your way up there.
That step-by-step guide. After you shoot that much, get the MC. Oh my god,
dude,
that was the best. Johnny Walk says, do you think Tamron Sigma will come out with a Y2.8 for FE that would sway me from the 6700 to the A7 III? Yes, I mean they're gonna have that 14 and 20 and the 24. All zooms. You say they will? They probably will. I'm not sure if it's gonna be this year though.
Zin Yap saying, if I pre-ordered my A7 III 1 hour after the release from B&H Photo, what's it likely I'm going to get as a first batch? The answer is probably no.
I think you will.
Are you sure?
You will, just because A7R3 I pre-ordered like 4 hours after the fact, and I still haven't.
This is the A7 III though. You did a really good. We worked on hyping that thing way too much. So
Okay, well, okay. So Danny says probably not. I'm gonna err on the bright side.
You know, my honest opinion, I don't even think I'm gonna get on the first batch, and we ordered it like a minute after it came out.
Yeah, Danny actually beat me by like 30 seconds because I was struggling whether or not I should get overnight shipping or not.
Zinyap, I don't even think I'm gonna get it in the first batch. Okay, and I ordered. Yeah, we ordered it within like the first couple minutes.
JPH, think the Sigma announces art zooms for the FE this year. That could sway me to go A7 III.
No.
Maybe end of the year, but I think they want to get as much of the prime lenses out first before jumping into the zooms.
The Martian
says, go ahead.
Okay, the Martian one says, "What's your prediction for the next A6500?" It's an A6700, flip out screen, 4K 60p, magic, unicorns, rainbows, all that good stuff. All right, moving on.
Make you a latte too. Q&A, H-Zone. Any tips on getting better skin tone out of the cameras? JPEGs using A6500. I love the JPEG noise cancellation, but skin tone colors are unflattering. Try EOS HD 3.0 colors. It's a video profile, but it works for JPEGs as well. So look it up. EOS HD 3.0.
The Martian one, Q&A, what's in the next RX 100 Mark V touchscreen? Better autofocusing, similar to the RX 100 Mark IV or the RX 10 Mark IV. So you're going to see a lot of the tech that's in the RX 10 Mark IV make into the RX 100 Mark V. And it's also going to get 4K 60p. Okay, moving on.
With a mic jack, hopefully.
With a mic jack.
Let's see here. The Garma family experience. Tell us how Sony Pro support works. What does it include? Cover. You get loaner gear. For free. 3 free cleanings, 3 piece of items free cleaning, special invitation events, discounts on repairs. I don't know. I guess that's
$100 a year. You have to be some sort of working professional or some example work that you can show to them. It's $100 a year. I think it's completely worth it if you can get into the program.
Super worth it. Super worth it.
If you're using it, okay. If you're, testing things out and you want to try out different things, yes, definitely, I would say it's worth it.
Ace Flare, Q&A, A7R3 and the inevitable A7S3 or A7S3 and the A7 III. You don't need that 42 megapixel, then it's going to be the latter, A7S3 and the A7 III.
Yep. Try Kwang Dao QA Sigma 3514 or the Rokinon 3514. I have a bias towards the Sigma. That's just me, though. I mean,
Sigma.
Yeah, they just have a better track record right now. They're getting better at it.
Lemonine Chow, is the Crane 2 significantly heavier than the Crane Plus for travel? I would say it's a little heavier, but it's definitely a lot thicker. Kyle Markham says, last week I asked y'all about 3 lenses. I was thinking about buying 16 35-4, 24 2.8, 7200. I was think of not getting the 16 35-24 and get a drone instead and get a Crane 2. Wait, what? What happened? You're not buying anything anymore?
That's tough. That's like a completely kind of a big switch.
Yeah. Oh, and he says, and get the 18 to 105. Okay.
That's a really tough situation to answer.
Yeah, if you want that versatility of a drone to throw into the mix of your footage, then yes, definitely. It just depends on what you want to use it for. So
you got to really dig in terms of like what it is that you need. That's a tough call in a certain amount of time.
Depending on what you need, either of those combination is good.
It could work, yeah.
Cameron Demos is if you had to choose between the 18 to 105 and 85 1A for the 6300 for some portraits and general shooting, what would you choose? 18 to 105.
Oh, that's so tough, man. Yeah, I guess so. 18 105. 85 is too limiting.
Yeah, it's way too close for the 6300. We are going to tackle 2 more questions and we're signing off. Rajdeep Guha asks, is the kit lens any good? Yes. Yes, it is.
It's good enough to get you started. It really is.
Yes.
I have a video guide showing you how to use it. Shameless plug if you want to. If you need to video how to use that lens.
Ooh, good stuff. Owen Chen. Hi, Jason. This is Daryl. Hey, Daryl. What's going on? Daryl is Vivian's little brother.
Oh.
Jason, Q&A. What fellow... Okay, that's the last question. What fellow YouTube photography channel would you like to contribute with? Oh.
Contribute with?
I guess in collab? Everybody, man.
Everybody. Very very diplomatic answer right now. Yes, everybody.
Yeah. Well, I'll see a few other YouTubers out there. Sydney, Josh, Atola Visuals, Dead Pro Media. Lee, are you going out to NAB?
I don't know if he's in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. No, he is. I just saw him.
Oh, he is?
I don't know. Okay, I lost him now. Okay, cool. That's it. That's it for this Monday Live. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's a lot of fun to talk to you guys about gear and all the good stuff. Next week, it's going to be on Danny's channel. And
are you going to be out for NEB?
I'm going to be out. So what's going to happen? Are you going to try to do a show?
We'll see what happens. So let you know. Just stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Just a quick reminder. I'll be out in Mexico next Monday, so probably wouldn't be live. And then the following Monday, I'll be at NAB, so I'll try to get that Luxor hotel so I can join. So yeah, next week if Danny's gonna have a show, he'll let you guys know. It'll be on his channel, and then the following week will probably be on Danny's channel again, but I'll tune in from Luxor.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys in the next show. Peace.
See you guys later.